welcome back to another Animal Jam video. So today is a story time video. And yes, I'm doing a story time video for the first time ever, so like the video because I just want to see how it works, so I just decided to do one. I have so many stories to tell, but today is a story about how was I so stupid to fall for the dumbest trick. So basically, it was at the Horses Only party, which will go really soon. I'll probably go there during the storytime video just because it happened over there. So I was on my old account, which is Tita42452, and that is not my look. Everything's like messed up, but I had like a bunch of rares on there, and it was just a really nice account. Basically, what happened is I wanted to just change my username, but, Animal Jam didn't allow me and stuff like that, so it was annoying. But, basically, I was really excited for just what was coming up, and I just love the Horses Only party. It was my favorite only party that I could ever, go to. It was the funnest one that I've ever been to, and I just really loved that one. So basically, what happened is I was just like strolling around the Horses Only party, and I was at that verge where I'm always like looking at people's trade lists because I do that a lot. It's just a bad habit of mine. But I was just looking at people's trade lists, and this one person, it looked like they had a milky tiara. Now, I'm not an expert at it, but milky tiaras are usually like this. I mean, I'm not really good at identifying them, but I'll tell you this, that the milky tiaras look very similar to this tiara right here. The gem is a little bit different, but you guys should go see Apari's or Wisteria Moon's videos to see how it really looks like. So basically, this person had one that looked really close to it, and obviously the milky tiara just says tiara, so I couldn't really identify it fully. So I was just like, oh, this is interesting. I would really want a milky tiara. So basically, I started trading a bunch of rares, like a lot of my rares, and I know that I added like 3 of my diamond spikes, which diamond spikes used to be so precious for me, but I added a bunch of diamond spikes and like a bunch of rares that were really worth stuff, and I added like top hats and stuff, and those are really good rares, and I added warns and stuff like that, and betas, and like that all is worth probably, I added so much that it would probably be worth a red long hauler. It was a lot of stuff, and I traded it to them, and they, maybe, 10 seconds after I traded it, they accepted it because I added so much that you just had to, you had to scroll down everywhere, and it was just, it was a lot of stuff. They accepted, and I was so happy. I was like, thank you, you're so nice, thank you. I put it on my trade, and I was like, oh, I have a milky tiara on trade, and this one person says, that's just a normal tiara. Right now, I'm not believing them. I'm just like, nope, no, it's a real tiara. It's the real milky tiara. You're lying. You don't know how to identify this tiara. And they're just sticking to their topic. It is not a milky tiara. You have to get your stuff back. And that person, I think they were there at that time. So maybe 2 minutes in through this conversation with this person, that the person who potentially gave me the milky tiara leaves, and I'm here alone with this guy, And he keeps telling me, like, no, it's not. And then he's like, check in the shop. I put on the Milky Tiara. Well, the tiara that I thought was Milky Tiara. And then I went to the shop, went to Tiara, and saw the same exact thing. I was so stupid. And I literally thought that a person would just trade me that really amazing, really rare item just because I traded them a lot of stuff. It was the saddest thing I've ever thought of. It was just crazy. I couldn't live with it. Like, I was just so upset, and I just couldn't do it. I didn't remember the username of that person, but I remember what they did. Like, they actually, when I said, like, thank you, you're such a nice person, they're like, oh, yeah, like, it was so, like, you actually undertraded, but I felt nice, so I gave you the Milky Tiara. They actually lied, and they did go with it, but, you know, I just had to live with the rares that I had and couldn't live with the rares that I could have had. And I did go to Animal Jam to say that I got scammed, but really they obviously, like normal Animal Jam does, they always asked for the username. I forgot the username, as I said a little bit earlier, so I couldn't really identify this person. So that person went off with my rares and probably were thinking, you're the idiot of life. Like, you don't know what a rare and a non-rare is, so just, like, might as well just, you know, stop playing Animal Jam or something. They probably thought that I was the stupidest person, and I would believe them if they were like, oh, you're the stupidest person ever. I would totally believe them. Like, it was so terrible and annoying, but it also was my fault because I couldn't identify it. Then afterwards, I was like looking at all these videos, like, what's the Milky Tiara? What's the Beta Tiara? Like, how do I identify this stuff? Like, I was so paranoid about me getting scammed of so many rares again that I just had to watch Apari, Wisteria Moon, research stuff, just about me not getting scammed, which is kind of sad. I have to say, it is really sad. But, you know, it was kind of my fault, so I can't beat somebody else up for it when I should beat myself up because I was really stupid. But that's it for the storytime video. Comment down below if you ever had the stupid scam, as I call it, where somebody potentially scams you and you also were falling for it. Comment that down below and like the video if you liked it. This is my first storytime video, as I said in the beginning, so, you know, it would be really nice if you liked the video. And subscribe if you haven't yet. And that's really it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and have a nice day. Bye, guys!